Explore the space. Get on out there. Float on over there.
I made it.
All right. You wait in place. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. Thank you.
And I'm Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
Still from me.
Oh, I'm out of breath. On the show today.
You got your cardio for the day?
I did.
I air swim. It's easier than being in a pool.
It is. Air swimming is easier than regular swimming. On the show today, James Gunn directed the new DIY superhero movie, Super, and he'll join us live in studio to tell us what Rainn Wilson's real superpower is. Then we've got DVD Tuesday with... Stop!
You're still winded.
No, I am. It's ridiculous. Then we've got DVD Tuesday with Chris Gore. They'll review the Taurus, Skyline, and maybe even some Venture Brothers. Go Team Tuesday!
Woo! Tuesday. Plus, today's Fresh Ink features some exclusive news from Marvel. Blair Butler's comic sense is tingling with Spider-Man developments in Southern Blue. And the first Verizon 4G phone is here. Find out how we rate this snappy Android OS phone. It's got dual cameras, folks, on today's Gadgetron. Yeah. Big deal.
Wait.
Big deal.
You didn't say the name.
Oh, I'm sorry. The phone is the HTC Thunderbolt. Yeah.
But right now, brace yourselves.
Let's just go around the net. Like a piece of video rolls and she just transforms.
I had a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, we got it. And at number 5, we have a look at how a French SWAT team operates.
The quick version, not well.
Vraiment pas vous en dire plus pour le moment. L'intervention vient tout juste d'avoir lieu. Nous sommes positionnés sur un toit. Nous sommes tout de même...
Hey, parkour!
Don't forget, that was like parkour.
I thought it was a Jump City
Failed.
Seattle promo.
Don't forget, guys, he's on a SWAT team. They train for everything, even falling off buildings.
Yeah, that said, if I ever plan a jewel heist, and I may, I'm gonna do it in France.
Smart.
Taking your jewels, France! That was like Spy vs. Spy. They need to bring that back. That was good.
Yeah.
All right, I was gonna high-five you, but we're good now. No thanks, Patient Zero. Listen, so we were out last week. Candace and I were gone, and I have never, ever been more upset about missing work because meme gold happened. Rebecca Black's musical abomination, Friday. Fun. It was unleashed on the world, and I mean, that is like, it's the double rainbow, it is the chocolate rain, it is all things to the internet, and we weren't here for it.
Oh, such a disappointment.
Yeah.
You have definitely seen or heard this auto-tune monstrosity by now, and probably
Whoa,
dozens of
that's... Oh, sorry,
spoofs
go
and
ahead.
remixes. What?
No, you're right. It's a monstrosity, and there's been 1,000 remixes, and now Conan O'Brien is adding his take.
It's Thursday, Thursday's the day before Friday, the day after Wednesday, 2 days after Tuesday, Thursday, 3 days out from Monday, a full week from Thursday, a fortnight from the next, cereal on the cob, you near the hubcap, cheese dip in the cup holder, how can I decide? If only my car worked, we could spend today partying, but mostly saying the word partying. Fun.
I really like Conan's version.
Yeah, it's only slightly less grating than the original, so kudos.
At least Conan's with the times. I mean, Leno won't discover Friday until 2015.
Ooh.
We love you, Leno.
NBC Universal, one big happy family. Hi. Team Coco, whatever. Today's number 3 item comes to us from the best fake journalists around, the Onion News Network.
I do love the Onion News Network.
There's fake journalism, huh?
Yep. Today's shocking headline has to deal with the sweeping new surveillance powers granted by the renewal of the Patriot Act.
Yes, and your latest conquests in mafia wars.
Congress today reauthorized funding for Facebook, the massive online surveillance program run by the CIA. According to Department of Homeland Security reports, Facebook has replaced almost every other CIA information gathering program since it was launched in 2004. Credit belongs to CIA agent Mark Zuckerberg, who runs the day-to-day Facebook operation for the agency. The decorated agent, codenamed the Overlord, was recently awarded the prestigious Medal of Intelligence Commendation for his work with the Facebook program, which he has called, quote, the single most powerful tool for population control ever created. Among the biggest successes of the Facebook program is Operation Farmville, which the CIA credits with pacifying as many as 85 million people after unemployment rates rose dramatically.
Facebook?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually taking the I'm taking the which quasi-legal foreign prison are you quiz. And hold on. I'm Gitmo, Guantanamo. I'm Guantanamo. Let's go. Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Almost gotcha.
Yeah, no. I know how filthy you are. We're good.
And at number 2 is chilling proof of the damage done to society by the Jackass movie.
Yeah, you think the wedgies you got in junior high were bad? Think again.
This is how they should have done it in high school. This is the ultimate wedgie.
Hey! Let's see a wedgie!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see a wedgie!
On all fours. Johnny Knoxville, I hope you're happy. That man's blood is on your hands.
Yeah.
And his ass.
On the plus side, I'm kind of okay with that guy not ever reproducing. I feel like that's not a bad thing.
Did you get bad wedgies when you were
Nah,
younger?
I was a smartass, so I got away with pretty much anything. What about you? Did you get wedgified?
Well, nobody ever gave me a wedgie, but I mean, I've gotten
did you
a lot
take
of
a wedgie? What
No,
is it?
I've just, underwear give you a wedgie. I've gotten lots of wedgies in my day.
Well, I think proper fitting underwear shouldn't just sneak attack you with a wedgie.
No. In gymnastics, I got a lot of wedgies.
From other teammates or from just doing the floor routine?
No, I mean, we would give each other wedgies just to be jerks, but no, from...
Oh, the shenanigans that go down at gymnast camp.
It's crazy. No, being on the floor, doing different moves and stuff, you'd do things and it would get your leotard out of place and it would give us
So what do you do if
wedgies
you're in the
and-
middle of a routine, double back handspring to... Like,
You can't pick it. You can't pick it or you get deduction. So you have to like, even if you like lay this and it goes boing like all the way up your ass, you just have to keep it there and like keep on dancing and act like it's not there because if you pick it, you get a deduction.
oh my God.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I didn't know that. I like that that's someone's job on the committee to watch for that during a floor routine, though.
Well, you kind of notice it.
I guess you
one
would.
minute there's a big cheek there, and then the next.
But you can
it's
make it part
gone.
of like that finish that they do. If you
No.
just pull and hey, I'm not squinting anymore.
Salute.
Is that what?
It's a salute.
At the end?
Yeah.
That stupid pose they do?
Yeah.
Really?
Salute the judges. It's not stupid. It's
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
and then they get lifted, and they're like, "Yay! I did it! I did it!"
And then their Chinese trainer comes over and beats them for plucking a wedgie mid-routine.
If they pick the wedgie.
Never see your parents again. Aw, it's true.
Aw.
It's fine. Salute you. Still ahead.
So ridiculous.
The best DVD commentary track in the history of everything.
Today's number 1 ATN is coming up right after this.
I bet you picked one too.
Oh, I did. I definitely picked the wedgie.
Screw the judges.
Well, I don't like it. Today's ATN featured a taint-tearing wedgie. There is no art without pain, and the occasional trip to the ER. So tell us, what emergency procedure did he undergo at the hospital? Tweet us your responses at AOTS, #OMGROFLOL. If your response cracks us up, we'll feature it on Friday's show.
All right, already. Today's number 1 takes us to an era seldom traveled by Around the Net, the old DVD commentary track.
The 1982 cinematic celebration of manliness, known as Conan. the Barbarian, gave us a lot of things. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger's breakout role, helped define the modern image of a barbarian, and also had James Earl Jones turning into a giant snake.
Yeah. I thought he was sitting by the Twitter wall the way he motioned, like Conan. But one of the best parts, I think, was the collector's edition DVD commentary track by Arnold and director John Milius. The two, they fired up cigars, they drank, and they gave us this.
Look at the chain.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The
Chain mail.
Chain mail, yeah, exactly. What do you call those?
The demons.
The demons. I know, but then how do you keep them in focus?
Well, by getting far enough back from him.
Oh, from me. Does the kid wear lipstick, or what is that? Here's the guy that buys me now. Then I break his arm.
Right.
Just pounding him with the head and then breaking his head. Now I'm enjoying it already. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's funny. He was laughing. He didn't laugh long. Look at me sleeping there. Oh, that is funny. I was getting laid a lot in this movie.
I know.
It was amazing. All of a sudden, he has to listen to the women problems.
That's got to be running through Arnold's head all the time. Just his own commentary on everything. No, I am listening. Yeah.
No, I'm laughing.
I'm laughing. Everything I needed to know about filmmaking, I learned from this commentary track, so thank you.
Which is why you've never finished a short film without a sexual harassment suit.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons. Yeah, sure.
One of many.
Enough about me. Attack of the Show. The program you're watching right now, it prides itself on having access to the most well-informed experts on the entire planet.
And that includes dragon experts, too. Here's another installment of Jeremy's Dragon Table.
Guess what? You just pulled up a chair at Jeremy's Dragon Table. The most badass thing in the history of things. Because all we do here is talk about dragons. Tonight's topic is dragons. Just how soft is their soft spot? The girl with the dragon tattoo?
Soft spots? I don't find any soft spots on you, Jeremy.
Oh my god, you are like the hottest thing. All right. Okay, all right. Let's focus on the question at hand. We're talking about dragons.
Okay, can I jump in here?
You just did, Carol.
Are you referring to the unscaled underbelly of dragons?
Of course.
Well, if they're anything like the common salamander...
Oh, dragons are nothing like salamanders, you idiots.
Excuse me, I have a doctorate in zoology from Oregon State.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've been DMing since AD&D, and I can tell you right now that no dragon worth his treasure hoard has a soft spot.
Yeah, what about this one?
Brent?
Hey, guys.
He's all soft spot, but he's not a dragon.
Yes, I am. I'm Sir Claw the Terrible, destroyer
of Hot Pockets.
Come on. You guys always pick on me when I come here.
You make it so easy, Brent.
Jeremy!
What, babe?
I have a soft spot for you. Do you want me to show it to you?
Okay, all right, panel. Thanks for being here. I gotta go. We'll talk about this some other time. Probably
we
not.
didn't
Whatever.
answer the question at all.
Yeah, figure it out for yourself, nerds.
You ever wash that thing?
It would damage your stitching.
Oh, Jeremy. Let's find out what DVD should be added to your shelves. It's DVD Tuesday! Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore.
Thank you. Thanks,
Good to have you.
Thank you.
I missed you last week.
I missed you too.
I'm
Glad
back.
you're back.
I'm back.
Awesome.
All right, what do we have first?
First up, we have The Tourist.
The Tourist. Now, does this film qualify as an action-packed thriller, or is it just about seeing Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie run around Europe together?
The second one, definitely them running around Europe because
two sexy people.
Yeah, which is fun to see. I think this movie was mismarketed. They marketed it as this action thriller. It's more on the comedy side.
Really?
And on that level, it's mildly entertaining. But I think all romantic comedies are about what stars we would like to see in bed together, having sex. It's sort of like in your wildest fantasies, what two celebrities would we like to see together? Let's put them together in a movie. And on that level,
That's where it stops.
Well, yes, exactly.
Okay, so bottom line?
Bottom line, for me, unfortunately, it's a pass.
Okay.
Really?
All right.
Expected more.
All right, what's our next DVD?
Skyline.
Okay. Now, this film was made by two big visual effects guys who wanted to make a low-budget sci-fi film for barely any money. How'd they do?
Okay, if that's what you're asking me, amazing.
Really?
The effects in this thing are incredible. These are the same guys who also did like Battle LA. They worked on Avatar. I mean, the effects are incredible. Unfortunately, there's no software program for writing a good script. They can teach you.
So special effects are awesome. Script sucks.
Oh, just the story. And the thing is this, I want to like it. You mean you've got aliens and spaceships and the world's ending? Sign me up.
Yeah.
But the story just doesn't work. I mean, Donald Faison I really like. He's misused. Batista from Dexter's in this. He can't even defeat the aliens.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness gracious.
But I'd like to see these guys make other movies where the story is kind of something they focus on a little bit more.
Okay, so bottom line?
Bottom line for me, I'm sorry to tell you, pass. It's the kind of stuff I like.
2 passes, Chris
I know.
Moore.
2 passes.
All right, what else do we have to check out?
We have The Venture Brothers, Season 4.
Oh, I like the way you sound that. Now, if you're not a regular Adult Swim viewer, you may not know who the Venture Brothers are. So, what do we need to know?
Nothing. There's a guy named Dr. Venture. He has 2 kids. They're clones. If they get killed, he's got backups. He's got a bodyguard. He's fighting this guy, the Monarch. He's got backup kids. But what I love about this show is you can drop into any episode, have no idea what's going on. By the end, you're kind of caught up, but I love that it's right in the middle of this adventure. And it's kind of an ode to old cartoons from the 60s, like Johnny Quest and Fantastic Four. Everything's an adventure and superheroes and stuff. Nothing makes sense, and it all makes sense. So that's what I love about it. It's also the interplay between the characters is bizarre. I mean, there's some major gay subtext in a lot of this. Let's be honest. It's incredible sometimes what goes woo over the heads of people, but it doesn't go over the top of my hair. I'll tell you that right now.
I bet it doesn't.
Not going to miss that. But I'm a huge fan of the show, and there's commentary on every episode. I love it.
Awesome. Okay, so bottom line?
Bottom line, buy it because I'm going to buy it.
Because you're going to.
Yeah, I plan to.
All right, thank you, Chris Gore.
Thank you. Awesome.
For more Gore, follow him on Twitter @ThatChrisGore. And now back over to Kevin.
So you guys, still ahead, the HTC Thunderbolts. Kind of fun. Find out if 4.3 inches of touchscreen is enough to satisfy in today's Gadgetron. Oh, and later, Super Director James Gunn will be here live. That's happening as well. Holy hell, it's a show.
So they told me I had 40 seconds to say goodbye, but I think we just 40 seconds of a single on Sarah? 30 seconds? I'm good with it. As a matter of fact, just so you don't have it. Goodbye, everybody.
All the news you need to know.
It's Tuesday, March 22nd. I'm Sarah Underwood, and here are your top stories. Amazon launched their very own version of the Android App Store today. The online retailer is trying to beat Google at their very own game with an enhanced storefront that's both Amazon.com and a standalone app form on Android OS. It also offers users the ability to test drive apps before they buy them. But because Amazon chose the name App Store, Steve Jobs and company are suing for trademark infringement. Remember, guys, don't vex the turtleneck. It's BlackBerry's entry into Tablet Wars finally has a release date and a price, and it ain't too shabby. The playbook will be hitting shelves on April 19th. Just like the iPad, the 16-gig Wi-Fi playbook will start at about $500. But how does it actually compare to Apple's Jesus tablet? Who knows? I guess you'll just have to wait until it ends up on Gadget Prime. And finally, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, who turns 80. 80, oh my God, holy cow balls, that is old. I mean, years young today. Live long and prosper. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. I'm going to give you guys back to Kevin and Candace now.
Sarah Underwood.
Did you say holy cow balls?
Holy cow balls.
All right. I want to make sure I heard that one. Okay.
The Nissan Leaf aims to be the first mainstream electric car in the world.
Allison Hayslip got behind the wheel and took on the Futuremobile.
On the road.
She did. She took it on.
You ever go camping and have to wipe your ass with a leaf? Well, I'm gonna wipe the asses of everyone on the streets of LA in my own leaf. Vroom, vroom. It's an electric car, it doesn't make noise, so, you know. Everything's pretty basic, except this is the most unique thing. Their shifter is this little knob. To go forward, you just knock the shifter back, and to go in reverse, you knock the shifter forward. That might sound a little backwards to some people, but if you think about it, like I play inverted on my Xbox, it makes a lot of sense. Once you're in drive, you just popping the wheel back one more time, it puts you into eco. The pedals just became a bit harder to push, so it's forcing me to drive smarter, thereby saving energy, saving battery power, and saving the environment more. My car's way cooler. Any smartphone can download the Nissan Leaf app. You can check the status of the charge. You can turn the charger on and off, find charging stations that are near your car. You can also use the app to turn on either the heater or the air conditioning remotely. It'll do everything except just drive it for you. The biggest concern about driving an electric vehicle is where can I charge my car so I have enough power to get where I need to go. Right on your map, I'll bring up all the closest charging stations, or if there's a Nissan dealership, you can go there and charge your car up for free. Obviously, you need to know how to charge your car, so they've given you actually 3 ways to charge it. Now, level 1 is anything you can find in your home. Level 2 is 240 volts. That's the charger that you can have installed in your garage. You can find it out in public places. There isn't a level 3 available in most major cities yet, but when it is, this will be able to charge your car in 30 minutes. This might look like the engine. It's not. It is the power electronics. And even though I've been driving this car for a while, I can still touch it. Underneath is the actual motor, and it's 80 kilowatts, which equates to about 110, 120 horsepower, which is not bad when your horse is running electricity and not gas. All right, let's see what's under the car, shall we? Literally, this entire thing is the battery. Now, it holds 24 kilowatt hours of energy. That's in 48 modules that apparently look like MacBook Pros, but this is what gets you 100 miles on a charge. And all the weight of this car is literally right here, dead center, which gives you a really smooth ride. I'm gonna get out from underneath this car. So while gasoline is almost $4 a gallon, electricity, $2.50 for 24 kilowatt hours. That price difference is ridiculous. All right, well, we're getting all clean and cozy. The nice thing that Nissan did is that obviously it has everything that comes standard in vehicles. It's got nav, it's got your Sirius radio plugged in here, and it all looks really fantastic. It's clean looking, it's sexy, and guess what? You now have a clean car. Even though there aren't a ton of charging stations right now, that should be changing in the next 6 months or so. In the meantime, you can always just make some new friends if you need to. Hey, can I charge my car at your house? Sure. Awesome.
Awesome.
We here at Attack of the Show officially endorse electric cars.
Even though they'll make monster truck rallies totally lame.
Time now to play with the latest in tech.
Oh, bring on the gadget prone. Woo!
The phone of the gods has arrived, and HTC calls it the Thunderbolt. Since it's Verizon's first 4G phone, you'll be able to take advantage of the lightning-fast internet connection that's faster than other carriers. Plus, the 4.3-inch touchscreen and Android operating system make browsing the web or downloading apps super easy. Dual cameras and a 1 gigahertz processor are also included for $175 with a contract. At last, the Thunderbolts!
Yes, there. Oh! Ooh. Is that going to happen every time we say Thunderbolt? Okay. All right.
It's about the same size as my Evo. Mm-hmm. It's half an inch thick, as heavy as you'd want a phone to be. Sweet kickstand.
Maybe
right
a
here.
little heavier than you'd want a phone to be, but yeah, it's got. I mean, it doesn't feel like
I can't do it because I'm. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
But see, that kickstand is a lot better than my kickstand. Oh.
Oh.
What kickstand? Do you think the big?
All right.
Anyways, we'll put that down. Do you think the big screen design is the way all phones will eventually be?
Maybe not all phones. I prefer a smaller screen. I don't need to watch long-form media on my cell phone yet. But if you expect to do a lot of gaming, web browsing, and video watching, then yes, the extra screen real estate is nice. But again, the trade-off for size, width, and weight might be a bit of an issue.
I don't mind it.
Well, then there you go.
They've been improving the HTC Sense interface that goes on top of normal Android, so everything is still easy to use, right?
Yep, very easy. The touchscreen is just as responsive as you'd want it to be. Screen management and switching between apps on the Thunderbolt is easy and intuitive. Thunderbolt. Okay. I just want to make sure. Thor is not asleep at the wheel. Nerds usually prefer HTC Sense over Moto Blur and other Android overlays because it's more user-friendly and has more customization options. So it's cool to have it here.
No, even though it does not have a dual core processor, can it run apps just as fast as other phones?
Yes. Here's the thing. All right, so Angry Birds launched quickly, faster than the iPhone 4 and the HTC Evo, about as fast as the Thunderbolt. We gave a new...
All right, Kevin.
We gave a new 3D game called Cordia run-through, which you're seeing here, and it played almost perfectly, but here's the problem. Some frames were dropped during fast motion. Now, I mean, I don't know how well this game is programmed, but I do know that on other dual-core devices, that chugging didn't exist. So for right now, it's fast enough for most apps.
But on other phones?
Yeah, there's other dual-core phones out there. So just know that right now, yeah, it's plenty fast, but in the near future, it might be a little slow for certain applications.
Okay. Verizon claims their 4G service is almost double other carriers, so what kind of speeds did we get with the Thunderbolt?
Well, they make that... Oh!
Hey!
Singes. Amazing speeds, to be honest. Amazing. Upwards of 19 megabits per second download and 44 megabits up. Those are big numbers for a mobile device. These are easily the fastest internet speeds we've ever seen on a phone. 4G, gotta be honest, it's still a little spotty. We were testing it around LA, but it works in our studio. And if you know anything about our studio, this is where technology goes to die.
Nothing works
You
in
can't,
here,
yeah.
ever.
No, if you want to commit a crime, you do it here. You can't be tracked, traced, and no one can hear you scream.
Now, how do the front and rear-facing cameras work?
On the Thunderbolt? Well, the front-facing camera is 1.3 megapixels. It will eventually work with Skype video chat. That's not out yet, so it's kind of useless for now. You can use it with other applications, but it doesn't look so great. The rear camera, here's the thing. It's a bit of a low point. Indoor pictures were dark and grainy. Outdoor shots weren't bad, but we expected more. I mean, this is a camera phone. This is a piece of...
I mean, they're not awful.
No, they're not terrible, but you're not going to want to frame these memories and share them with anybody. You're going to want to burn them and cry about the terrible image quality. It's a piece of a device that they should have figured out right now, and it kind of sets the Thunderbolt back a little bit.
Okay.
All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with that.
All right, finally, what's the battery life like?
We're hearing reports. This is a big issue of people draining a full battery in under 5 hours. And now that's got to be...
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's got to be the result of running 4G or LTE nonstop. Unfortunately, right now, there's no easy way to turn off 4G. There's no setting or widget. There's a hack that you can use, but I don't recommend anybody do that. So give it some time. You'll be able to download an app probably and disable it. But right now, expect a very, very short battery life.
Yeah. You can get it for $175 with a contract on Amazon Wireless. So what are we rating it at that price?
The Thunderbolt? No! Aha! Was not a bolt. 4 out of 5. Hey! They need to make it easier to turn off the battery-killing 4G. I wish the camera were a little bit nicer. Otherwise, we love everything about this phone. And again, when the internet is working well on it, it is lightning quick.
It is. Like a Thunderbolt.
Yes.
Why don't they do it when Thanks, guys. All right, that's it for today's Gadget Prawn. But if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. The director of Super, James Gunn, will join us live in studio right after this.
Why is he threatening the kids at home? What is it? What? No! That couch did nothing to you.
Today's Road Report is brought to you by the General Automobile Insurance Services. For the best car insurance rates online, go to the General and save some time.
Attention all camera phone hogs. If you love taking pics with your phone and sharing them with the world, then you need Instagram, the App Store's most popular camera app that's also a social network. With Instagram, you'll get all of the various Lomo-like filters that give your photos those vibrant or vintage looks. plus a tilt-shift filter to make life-size locations look like miniature models. But the unique thing about Instagram is its social integration. Not only does it allow you to send your pics to Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, Foursquare, and Tumblr, but it also lets you build an entire network of friends in the Instagram community. Click on the news feed to see the latest thread of uploaded photos, or the popular tab to see which pics are getting talked about the most. Gain followers, follow your favorite photographers, and even check into locations with a photo, all through Instagram. Oh, and did we mention that it's free $99? Yeah. So whether you have an iPhone or a Droid, hone in on your inner photog and ego with Instagram at the App Store right now.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
All right, TV time. Listen, life is tough when you're just starting out as a superhero or a sidekick.
I want to show you something. So what do you think?
Cartwheels.
Well, you see what I'm getting at here.
No.
Batman had Robin. The original Human Torch had Toro. The Flash had Kid Flash. I could be your kid's sidekick.
Please welcome James Gunn!
Oh, thank you. I'm really
Pleasure
happy to
have
be
you
here, man.
I'm shocked, amazed, and astonished and proud that you are here after a premiere party night.
I
good
went
friend.
to the premiere party last night. We had everybody at our premiere, from Dr. Drew to Sarah Silverman to Tila Tequila to Steven Tyler.
Oh, my God.
Who came up and gave me a big hug after the movie, which is one of the big thrills of my life.
I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I got so busy I didn't get invited. But
dude, I was sending you. I kept trying to send you that invite.
I'm sure. On a scale of 1 to how do you feel inside? Because right now you're rocking it.
I'm totally 100% faking it right now.
Okay, good.
I'm pretending to have a lot of energy. I come in here acting as if I'm excited about everything. This is BS. I am miserable.
It's just sawdust and tar in the veins right now. I get it.
Yeah,
well, listen, I appreciate you pulling through. I hope you don't pass out just like that scene that we saw there.
That's right. After Ellen Page shot that scene, and we shot that thing quite a few times with her rolling around on the floor. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. It was her second day in Shreveport, Louisiana, where we were shooting. She had been used to a normal schedule, and she almost passed out. I mean, she literally, when she was doing that scene with the sidekick, she started doing this stuff and wavering and falling, and I was like,
that's when you do the Mortal Kombat finishing move. Whenever they're wobbly, you got to hop in there.
I kicked Ellen Page in the face.
There we go.
That was one of my favorite moments in filmmaking. Yeah. You know, because she's a sweet girl.
Right.
No one expected it. And one of the things I like is to do things where no one expects it, like Rainn Wilson, jerk. Right?
Of course.
Him, I would kick in the face. People might expect it, but kicking Ellen Page in the face.
Yeah, that makes TMZ. Rainn Wilson, that's barely a DVD extra.
Who am I? Yeah.
Was it fun on? I mean, obviously you weren't booting people left and right. Maybe you were. I don't know, but
I hated every instant of making this movie.
I could tell.
It's kind of a theme in my life that I'm a miserable person with a big smile. Yeah. This movie was very, very difficult. On a regular film, you shoot about, between 12 and 20 camera setups a day. We shot between 45 and 54 camera setups every single day.
Wow.
We moved very fast. We only had a couple $1 million to make the movie. All the actors did it for scale, and we just moved very quickly. And it was hard, but it was very fulfilling.
Did you have problems getting it made, or once you had the funding, then it was like, okay, let's go? Or?
Well, we had problems getting it made because I wrote the script originally in 2002, and there were a bunch of different people that wanted to play the role, but I couldn't find the right person to play Frank Darbo, the Crimson Bolt.
Right.
Because I needed somebody who was, had the comedic chops, who had the dramatic chops, who was a big enough guy. You can imagine that he's physically threatening.
And to that point, real quick, I did not imagine to see Rainn Wilson rock the spectrum of emotion in this film, and he really does.
Thank you. I mean, I think he's amazing in the movie. One of the things I like about being a director is showing audiences new aspects of actors, in their performances. Mm-hmm. And Rainn shows an extreme extreme vulnerability in this movie that he doesn't show as Dwight Schrute. There's a lot of really dramatic moments in which he's amazing.
Right.
And same thing with Ellen Page, who always plays these sort of wise beyond their years, snarky characters. And in this, she's like this nymphomaniac, sociopath person with an 11-year-old's brain. It's the exact opposite of what she usually plays.
Yeah, and in between all that emotional turmoil and the crazy character revelations, heads are being split wide open.
Yeah, that's really the sort of artistic, emotional part is just an excuse to show the heads being blown up. And people getting ripped in half and people getting run over. I get to run over my brother Sean Gunn, which is
a great kill scene. Spoiler: someone gets slammed with a car. It's a milder one. Don't worry. But are you that guy that's in line for something at the Apple Store, or that's in line for a movie ticket and someone cuts and you want to hit him with a wrench? Is that where that came from?
I do. Yeah, I hate. In fact, there's Perry King one time, the actor from Riptide, one time butt in front of me in line. He's my least favorite person in Hollywood because he butt in front of me in line, and I called him out on it, and he wanted to get into a fist fight. And
did you bring a wrench to the fist fight, or has this not happened yet?
If I did, then the fist fight would have happened. But Perry King's not a small guy.
We do a little thing on this show called Wiffle Bat Fight Club. When you're ready, you get a little rest.
I think you and I should go find Perry King tonight, get a couple wiffle ball bats, and track him down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm game. Now, for those who follow you on Twitter or read your blog, they know you get a great enjoyment out of stuffing your girlfriend into small objects.
I love my girlfriend, Mia Matsumiya.
I wanted to bring this up real quick.
She's a violinist. She's 4'9". She weighs 85 pounds. And she...
and there she is in a storage bin.
I love to stuff. That's our first date. She went into the newspaper box.
Is that where she said, meet me at the Metro box?
I'm putting her in a queen-size pillowcase. She fit her whole body in there. It was very creepy. It looked like something out of Audition.
Was this a fetish you knew you had before you met her, or is this something...
it's not that I have a sexual fetish for it. I just sometimes I get bored of hanging out, and I'm like, why don't you go away and just go find some place safe to hide for a little while? No, it's our hobby. She's a weird girl. We have a lot of fun, and we don't like to do the things other people do. And I like to stuff her into small places.
I get it. A weekend at Crate and Barrel must be that's
what we do.
For you guys.
That's what we do on a weekend date.
Well, listen, fake or not, you, sir, are a gem, and I appreciate the energy.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you what. It's a damn funny movie. It's really good. It hits on all levels. And Kevin Bacon's great. I wish we had time to talk about it.
Kevin Bacon.
James Gunn, everybody.
Thank you.
Super is out in theaters April 1st. But coming up after the break, exclusive Marvel news and Fresh Ink. So stick around for that.
Did you know that Kevin and Candice are both ninja assassins?
Is this something you read on the attack message boards?
No. It's because they kill me with comedy every weeknight at 7.
This was a total waste of my time. I will just save money on car insurance instead.
Come on, let the joke sink in. I'm so lonely.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
There is no message. Lime pepper.
Sure.
He's me.
Hey, Bruce, let me trade you here.
What?
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Shanola Hampton will be live in studio with some neighborly dirt on Shameless. Then in Game Break, Adam Sessler explores the awesome graphics and advanced armor of the first-person shooter Crysis 2. And experience 4G speeds for less than $1 with a Motorola Click 2. Find out if this is a must-buy in Gadget Prime. See it tomorrow.
This week on Fresh Ink, we have a massive Spider-Man event, a comic book series you can read in graphic novel form or online for free, and the Batman spin-off I like to think of as My Precious. Check it out. My mutant power is After Effects. Blair, you say, you never give us anything. Okay, well, how about some exclusive Spider-Man news from Marvel Comics? Pew pew! This August, the world of everyone's favorite web-slinger is turned upside down when writer Dan Slott and artist Humberto Ramos bring you Marvel's next big Spider-Man event, Spider Island. In a story that will permanently change some of Spidey's core cast members, people all over Manhattan, including heroes like Hawkeye and villains like Shocker, begin to manifest powers similar to Peter Parker's. But when over 16,000 New Yorkers start wall crawling, Spidey is forced to fight back a spider-powered crime wave. And when those affected begin to grow extra limbs and eyes, Mayor J. Jonah Jameson has to place the entire island under quarantine. Spider Island kicks off in Amazing Spider-Man issue 667. But while Spider-Man's new event won't be on store shelves until August, in the meantime, I have a comic that the fancy folks can read in graphic novel form and the cheap bastards can check out online for free. You like steampunk? Check. You like crazy telekinetic powers? Check. You like insane headshots? Yep. Freak Angels has got that too. Only the mind of acclaimed writer Warren Ellis could give birth to this crazy post-apocalyptic series about 12 superpowered 20-somethings trying to rebuild society in a mostly underwater, mostly destroyed London. Oh, and they may be the reason London is like that. Ooh, mysterious. But here's the best part. While the comic is currently in its 5th printed volume, you can read it online for free at freakangels.com. That means if you have a 3G-enabled iPad, this will keep you entertained on the cheap for hours. And last but not least, one of the best Bat spin-offs of all time is finally out in a luxurious hardcover edition. And while it isn't bound in rich Corinthian leather, if you love comics, oh my God, go out and buy Gotham Central. It's Cops meets Batman in this acclaimed series about homicide police in Gotham City. This powerful comic was helmed by 2 of the industry's best writers, and this final volume features the GCPD detectives hunting a serial killer who murders young men dressed as Robin, and a final shocking turn of events that changed the DC universe forever. It's about time this gem got the deluxe treatment, but you can't have this copy.
How many laps have you done?
35.
Okay. We asked people, actually people have been asking us how much a Nissan Leaf costs after seeing that little package. Just so you know, you can get one for just over $25,000 after federal tax credits. They're available this spring.
How much are tax credits?
I don't know on something like that. Probably a couple grand, couple $100, $7,500, give or take. I don't know. I pulled that out of thin air. They're available this spring, and there's already a waiting list, so you've got some time to save up. Get on it.
Thanks to our guests, James Gunn, Sarah Underwood, and Chris Moore.
Stick around, and all new Jump City Seattle starts